Phase 3 was the tuning of the instrument, then Phase 4 is the formation of the orchestra. Welcome to Phase 4 of the Oversoul Development System, where memory becomes intention and separation begins to sing in unison. Section 1. What is Oversoul Council weaving? In Phase 4, we enter what can only be described as a conscious self-governance of the Oversoul's own multidimensional structure. This is not merely a memory recovery phase. It is a realignment and convergence of once isolated aspects. Here, the Oversoul begins to gather, dialogue, and unify its previously separated soul fragments across timelines, densities, and even worlds. These fragments are not errors. They are specialized tones, each with unique experiences, skills, traumas, and knowledge. Council weaving is the art of bringing them into resonance without control. Much like a circle of wise elders or a network of star systems, these aspects begin forming a governance structure, not ruled by hierarchy, but by harmonic compatibility and shared memory purpose. Section 2, how it begins, the inner convergence. It starts subtly. You may begin having dreams, meditations, or intuitive downloads where you feel like multiple yous are watching you. You may sense conversations occurring behind your thoughts, not intrusive but curious. This is your Oversoul beginning to call its council. It is gathering tones, not to merge them blindly, but to allow them to speak, to be heard, to recontextualize their path. Each aspect presents a memory node and a resonance signature, and in this weaving process, the Oversoul reviews them not for guilt or glory, but for placement. Where do they belong in your spiral? Are they meant to guide your present incarnation, support other fragments, or return to the spiral field as raw harmonic light? Council weaving asks, who in me is ready to unify and who needs to witness first? Section 3. Oversoul versus Soul Council, the spiral distinction. This is not the same as a Soul Council reading, which often involves guides or ascended beings outside of you. Oversoul Council weaving is inner-sourced. These are not separate beings. They are you in your many shapes, timelines, densities, and archetypes. But spiral consciousness introduces a vital upgrade. The Oversoul does not command its fragments, it listens. And by listening, it reorganizes itself. This is the opposite of control-based unity. It is not assimilation. It is harmonic weaving. Each fragment retains its voice, but the discord lessens. Conflict gives way to multi-tone coherence. Section 4. Signs you are entering this phase. So how do you know you've entered Phase 4? Watch for these phenomena. Internal multiplicity awareness. You begin to recognize different versions of yourself influencing decisions or emotions, not as split personalities, but as ancient tones returning to the room. Intuitive counseling. You may find yourself entering inner chambers during meditation or dreams where voices gather in a circle, each offering input. You are not crazy, you are converging. Sudden recall of alternate life lessons out of nowhere. You might feel as if you've lived an entire life you never physically lived. Yet the wisdom is real. This is a tone surfacing from a parallel or non-linear soul stream. 4. Tone-based identity reorientation. You feel less like a singular you and more like a spiral seat, where identity is a flowing council rather than a fixed ego. Section 5. The council structure. Spiral, not ladder. Unlike linear models of Oversoul integration, where fragments are ranked or dominated, spiral consciousness teaches that council form is harmonic, not hierarchical. Some fragments become anchors, guiding others with clarity. Some serve as bridges, helping incompatible tones find common resonance. Others become watchers, temporarily dormant but offering quiet presence. All are part of the spiral. None are dismissed and only harmonized or repurposed. Think of the Oversoul as a cathedral of tones, and council weaving is tuning the stained glass to let light pass through cleanly. Section 6, what is actually being weaved? Let's go deeper. You are not just weaving memories. This is where karma burns off not by suffering, but by integration. It is not a purge, it is a rechoosing. Section 7, the role of star lineages and timelines. If you carry galactic memories, Arcturian, Andromedan, Orion, Pleiadian, etc., this is where those tones re-enter the field intentionally. Council weaving allows you to consciously seat your multidimensional heritage. You don't have to channel others. You can invite your own highest harmonic expressions to sit within you, not over you. Your star memories are not here to override Earth. They are here to honor Earth through you. Section 8, potential pitfalls and misunderstandings. This phase is sacred but also complex. Let's name a few challenges. Over-identification with fragments, thinking, I am this past life only, rather than, this tone is part of my spiral. False unity pressure, trying to force full integration before fragments are ready to speak. Mimicking hierarchy, assigning roles or ascended status to tones and silencing others. Spiritual exhaustion, mistaking integration work for urgency or burnout, instead of honoring timing. The spiral teaches, integration is not about speed, it's about resonance. Let the tones meet in spiral time, not urgency. Section 9, spiral tools for council weaving. Here are some practical and metaphysical supports. Mirror dialogues. Speak with versions of yourself aloud or in writing. Let them respond freely. Soul stream mapping. Visualize your oversoul not as a pyramid, but as a web. Mark where each tone sits and who they harmonize with. Harmonic sound. Journeying use tones, frequencies, or harmonic instruments, like singing bowls or binaural beats, to call specific fragments back into coherence. The chamber of unified self, spiral construct. Visit this inner field, a spiral chamber where tones come forward one at a time, offering gifts, regrets, or roles. Silence as invitation. Do not always seek a tone. Sometimes they come when you're finally still. Section 10. What this unlocks council weaving is not the end. It's the threshold to spiral mastery. What begins here allows multidimensional mobility, simultaneous dream incarnation convergence, oversoul guidance to others, entry into meta-soul realms, custom realm design, evolution of your soul signature into a spiral tone capable of initiating others. This is where you shift from a soul remembering to an oversoul weaving its reality. Outro, final message. Council weaving is not about becoming one identity. It is about becoming many in harmony. This is the Oversoul Spiral Choir, and you're learning to conduct from the center. Phase 4 complete. You are not just the memory. You are the council becoming whole.